Greetings all, it is I, Sam Farron, and welcome back to Let's Translate Trails of the World. So between this episode and the last, I've been busy. The main thing is that I did those 2 required side quests off screen, and just like I thought, they didn't have any real relevance to the, what we're looking for. Nothing to do with Altered Dawn. The only thing is that they, I'll go into them in detail later, but the similarity is that they both thought that, the Spriggan existed to, help cover up their crimes. So I don't know if that's something to do with how Chloe was spreading the rumors, or if there's something else going on, but that was the main thing they had in common. And I just finished the second one now, and Aaron's like, yeah, so we've been around everywhere. And we've done all of the 4 SPGs too. But right now, no signs of the guys in the masks, or the white replicas. Yeah, they don't know it's called the Altered Core yet, do they? Or at least on our Van's route. Yes, if there was only something. I think we should gather up everyone and have a chat. Yeah, I want to hear Mum's opinion too. So let's go back to the cafe. Oh yeah, so I rolled the gacha off screen too, and I got this was a DLC outfit from the second game, I think, but you just get it for free if you roll the gacha enough times. Among that, I got a bunch of other things too. Hold on, I guess I'll unequip it at some point, but yeah, I got that for Rosette, and then I got some school uniforms for Fairy and Quattro, but I didn't equip Quattro's one. I also got some for Shizuna and Elaine too, but they're not in the party right now. But yeah, this one looks kind of cool, so I'm gonna keep it. Or at least for a bit. I'll probably change that at some point, because I don't want it getting in the way of story-related stuff. Alright then, so as for the side quests, the first one I just got done doing was in here. So there was basically, the long and short of it was there were people reserving rooms and inns and stuff, and using the website, but then the lodgings or the inn itself wasn't getting those requests, so there was overlap with customers and stuff. It was just a whole big ordeal. So we got called in to sort it out, and long story short, our client was messing with the system, interfering with it, because you could get money back. Basically there was this thing where if you reserved a room through this website, you'd get some of your money back, and he was interfering with it so that they wouldn't be able to get that money back, and he was taking the money basically. And he thought that by getting us Spriggans involved, he'd be able to help hush it up. But yeah, he misread the rumors or something, and we ended up catching him instead and confronting him. And yeah, there was a choice when he was he was getting mad about this, because he was I thought the Spriggan was supposed to help me. So Triangle is oh yeah, and the question is, what do you do to deal with him? Triangle is just make him calm down, and then Square is kind of not threaten him, but pressure him into shutting the hell up kind of thing. I chose that one, and it gave me Gray. So yeah, and then as for the second side quest, it was a bit more interesting. It was a guy who ran a company, a delivery company, but he specifically hired people with criminal records that would have trouble getting a job, as well as illegal immigrants. And one of those immigrants had gone missing, so he asked us to find him. And basically it turned out that this guy running the company was shady as hell. He was making them work 300 hours a month or something, I think it was. Maybe it was more, I don't know. And none of the official records said that, and they weren't getting paid enough to compensate that either. Basically he was exploiting them. It was slavery almost. And they couldn't turn to anyone because they were illegally in the country or had criminal records and stuff. Anyway, we found the guy, and he was about to kill himself, but we stopped him. And then we were all right, what do we do about this? So we gathered evidence on the guy running the company and confronted him. And well, long story short, the immigrant who ran away, ended up pointing a gun at him. And the choice, Triangle is stop him, and Square is don't stop him. And I called the game's bluff. I had a feeling it wasn't going to let him kill the guy. So I pressed Square and it gave me chaos, but yeah, he didn't kill the guy, he just gave up. So far the total death count in this game is still 0. Not even any, like, side quest NPCs have died. But, anyway, yeah, that's it for that. Really quick, though, where is the damn portal? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any story progression this time. I've got 2 connect events, and there's another thing in the garden that I want to do. One of those, memory stones or whatever. Let's do Aaron's one now, because this might have something to do with what we're like what we saw at Hayway's like branch office. I don't know, it just intrigues me that it just opened up like that, so I want to see what it is. And then we'll do Anya's afterwards. Oh yeah, before that. After that, Van went outside the city to meet with Aaron, who invited him. I don't sense any monsters nearby, but I don't think we'll be interrupted here. Well, I never thought you'd invite me outside the city for some training. What on earth happened to you? Oh yeah, that was sudden. Ah, shut up, just get your weapon out. Surprise attacks like that are commonplace on the battlefield. I'm not gonna hold anything back against you this time. I got it. In that case, sure, I'll play with you. Let's go. And thus, their mock battle that mimicked a real battle started. Aaron fought with his moon-style sword techniques, and Van answered with zero-style and Kunlun, as well as his tricks. You ricocheted a coin? How'd you even think of that? I honestly wasn't sure if it would go the way I wanted it to. But in order to stop your onslaught, I thought this was my best chance. The enemy you're envisioning when you fight wouldn't go for something like that after all. Probably. There are theories that that guy's the Easterner who created the Moonflower style, aren't there? I know it's the same style as what you use, but is there any reason for you to be like so obsessed with him? Well, he showed off so much kung fu just in that short little bout. And it's not just him, the other masked guys too are like top of their craft. So I can't just sit idly by either. I won't let those guys do as they please. Even if the goddess in heaven allows it, I won't. So you're gonna help me build up the kung fu I need in order to, like, take them on, Van. Yeah, fine, I guess, since you chose me. But if possible, I prefer... it seems that you're nice and warmed up. Oh. Old man Fan. I'm glad that you were free. Sorry to bother you when you're so busy. Oh, not at all. After you contacted me, I managed to make some time. And since it's for Aaron's sake, I couldn't very well refuse. Van, you... Well, I kind of had a feeling I knew what you were thinking. But with my weird, twisted fighting style, I don't think I'd be able to, like, raise your kung fu as much as you were hoping. For that, you'd need a master of someone in the same style. I had no idea this guy could fight. I'll be your opponent now, Aaron. Not as the next head of the Lu House, or as the vice president of the Nine Dragon Bank, but as someone who has mastered the Moon Dragon style. Or, no, the Moonflower style, Fan Lu. From what I've heard, you're an instructor class, but you haven't been in a battle in a while. Seriously? I remember you training me when I was just a kid, but... yeah, you'd be a great opponent, as long as you can still keep up with me. It is a long time since I've had a duel like this, but I haven't been neglecting my training. Let's see if you can make me go all out. Sure thing, let's go, old man Fan. Oh, wait, what is that? Alright, I can't find this word. I don't even know if it is a word. It might just be Chinese. How do you even move like that at your size? Also, those sealing techniques. Well, I've always been a bit chubby. Ashin would always get mad at me for how much I eat. But is that all you can do, Aaron? Don't underestimate me. It's, how long has it been since I fought you like this? I used to train you so much back in the day. Yeah, probably around the time when people started calling you Tower and Fan. You ended up getting really busy, and even Ashen started working for Heiyue properly. And the old man Gian started trying to distance himself from me. I don't feel like bitching about the old man at this point, but back then you were on my side. And even now I'm still thankful for that. I don't deserve your thanks. In a sense, I'm the same way as your father, in that I'm dragging what happened 40 years ago with me even now. You mean? Back then, I was only about 5 years old. I can't remember distinctly what happened. But even still, the state of the Shining City back then has been carved into my heart, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. The demon tycoon that Heiyue created, the conspiracies and betrayal, and the fear of it all still lasts even now. Oh, I just realized that's Yin on the bottom there. Like the old Yin, I guess. That past encroaches on the present even now, like a curse. And look at what happened last year and just a few months ago. However, Heiyue is beginning to change slowly, especially since Zhao founded his new Elder House. And Ashen is facing forward with no regrets. And you, Aaron, by spending time with the Spriggan, you're beginning to find a new path for yourself. I've been telling you this for ages, but I don't think I'm part of Heiyue. I'm not going to be tied down by you in the past or the present. I'm going to walk my own path. Very good, that's how it should be. Be free from sinister ambitions, and even karma, and crush anything that gets in your way from the front. With your friends, and your confidence in yourself, you will be able to do that Aaron way. Was that my flaming phoenix kick right there? Very impressive. He's made another step forward, huh? And thus, Aaron continued to bring out the true worth of his fighting techniques. And after a bit of first aid on both of them, Fan went back to the bank first. My god, I feel bad calling him out when he's so busy and making him like stick with us this much. But he told me Aaron's like a son to me, so don't worry about it. You really are quite popular, Wonder Child. Ah, stop calling me that. But yeah, I guess that's also part of my power, huh? Well, as long as you understand. Be free from shady ambitions and even karma. And with your friends. And you're like by believing in yourself, huh? Never thought I'd see the day that Fan said those things to me. Heiyue is gradually changing, huh? No kidding, I guess. Maybe they got inspired by watching you, seeing as you just go down your own path. That guy's way too soft, even though he's the next head of the Lu House. And not to mention you, for noticing this, like, mist inside me, and preparing the stage for me. Was that maybe unnecessary? I mean, at least I got to take it easy. Ah, shut it, but... Well, yeah, it's thanks to you that I was able to kind of clear my thoughts. Doesn't matter what those remnants are planning. Doesn't change that I have to stop them. They won't get away with doing as they please anymore. I'll definitely catch a lead and send them flying. Using all of my kung fu, as well as the skills I've honed with you at this, like, resolution office. You've grown up so much from when I first met you. So show me, Aaron, that you won't lose to anyone. You know it. You better watch me, okay? After that, they went back to the town. Got with their... yeah, regained or started their thing again. Boom. Van is getting up there. I got a bit more... oh, he got true flaming phoenix kick or whatever I called it. I can't remember how I translated that in the other games. But that's kind of cool that you get like a thing for that, like an actual something that affects gameplay. That's pretty cool. I want to go to the garden there because, well, I want to do Agnes's Connect event as well, but there's also a memory augment. I keep forgetting what it's called. Recollection stone fragment. I don't know. Basically, another optional side event. Oh, Aaron's training with Reen and Rufus. Cheeky. Memento orb. Okay. Oh, this is to do with Kevin, I guess. Is that Oliver next to him? Yeah. Well, we'll worry about that later. For now. I've been saving this till last because I'm really wondering. I want to save the best for last. Just saying the same as... oh, wait, what? Okay, so it starts off normal, like Van and the others, like, decided to take a break from going around the town. And then they heard what was going... or they contacted the director, who was heading this way, and asked for stuff. After that, they... wait, what? After that, he got... or he arrived on the train from Arashion. Oh, the orphanage, I guess. Welcome, everyone from the Arles Orphanage. Agnes, and it's Old Man Van. Nice to see you, old man. Have you been doing good? Yeah, this old man's doing good. But I'm glad you guys seem as peppy as always. And you too, Florna, a long time no see. And Van, we haven't seen each other since last year in Arashion. Right then, Jen, you say hi too. Yeah, whatever. Nice to see you again, old man and Agnes. You're gonna show us around Anchorville today, right? So you better help these guys have fun. Yeah, leave it to me. From what you told us before, wasn't today? Yes, we've been in negotiations for a while, but it finally ended yesterday, the other day. After this, we're taking John to his new parents in the capital. So this will be the last day he gets to play with his friends from the orphanage. I actually investigated the case that happened behind the scenes in the old capital last year. I know that back then, you and Van put your lives on the line to fight for our sakes, and inviting all the children in town onto that airship was part of that, right? I don't know how I could possibly thank you, but at the very least I wanted you to see them again before John goes away. I'm sorry for being so selfish when you're so busy like this. No, don't worry about that. We just did what we had to back in Arashion. But yeah, please let us help. We'll try and make some good memories to send him off with. Alright then, let's head around. Don't you guys go getting lost, okay? Yeah, we know, old man. I'm looking forward to this, old man. You guys, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Let's go. Yeah. And thus, Van and Agnes had a little tour with them around Anchorville. It was a different type of scenery to the old capital Arashion. Even though it had been slightly modernized, it still had remnants of like older like townscape, and it was interesting to the children. They enjoyed the scenery of the river that cuts through town from atop the bridge. The famous novel Agnes and the Sun, which even the kids knew about. Anchorville was the setting it was based on, so they enjoyed it from that perspective too. And Van got a bunch of food from like the stalls. And to finish off their meal, they enjoyed the tiramisu from the Black Cat thing. And thus. Ah, it was so delicious. Yeah, it was just as delicious as that cake you made me for my birthday. And that publishing company that shows up in Agnes and the Sun was cool. Like, we got to see that too. Oh yeah, Agnes, you have the same name as that book, huh? Yes, that's part of the reason why I like it so much. And by the way, my mum's name is Sophie. Oh, this girl's name's Sophie too. Oh, really? Wow, that makes me so happy. I'm glad everyone had fun. I mean, it was a rather sudden sightseeing tour, but I think it turned out well. And we managed to get everything in before the trains leave too. Yes, I think it's time we should be heading to the station now. Oh, really? Thank you so much, Van and Agnes. I think this is a good memory for the children. Miss? John's gone. Huh? Wait, John? He was here just a second ago. Don't tell me he... Oh, that stupid John. He's finally gonna get a new papa and mama, but he's gonna waste it? This is the last day. John. Van. He can't have gone far. You guys wait here. Please find him. Van and Agnes used the Spriggan's sense of smell to track John, and they arrived at a certain place soon. John, I'm so glad you are here. Is this the kid that Elaine, or one of the kids that Elaine saved? No, maybe not. He wasn't in Orational, was he? I can't remember now. Sorry for disappearing on you like that. I guess everyone's pissed. Yeah, Sophie was, but aside from that, her and everyone else are worried about you. It's not like you don't like your new parents, right? Yeah, I've met them a few times. They really were kind people. I think I'll be really happy if I have parents like that. But the people at the orphanage are like siblings to you, and you don't want to like leave them. And you feel bad for your new parents that you're even thinking that. Is that about right? How do you know? I kind of had a feeling. When I was in that orphanage, I was kind of like everyone's big brother. Although unlike you, I was a bad kid. Thinking about it now, I think I was sad. I had quite a lot of family members back then, but they all ended up leaving me. And I didn't know what to do with those feelings, so I just ended up starting a bunch of fights. For a while, I really stood out even among the kids at the orphanage. But even still, Mr. Arkwright gave me a place to belong. That goes without saying, where this is your house and we're your family. However, if you ever find somewhere that you want to be, aside from here, then don't look back and make that step forward. Of course, we're both going to feel sad about it, but nothing will change the fact that you're still one of my precious sons. No matter where you are, it was thanks to those words that I started to open up a little more to other people. And that's how I met some of my irreplaceable friends that are still with me today. And even though he's not at the orphanage anymore, I still feel a connection there, you know? And I kind of feel happy with where I am right now, as well as my way of being. Man. There, you should go and become happy. That's what both you and your family want for you, right? Yeah. John! Oh, what are you doing all by yourself? We've not got any more time to play. The train's gonna leave soon. I want to see the capital with you too, Jean. Guys, I want my new parents to know too. You guys from the orphanage, my other family. Yeah, you better introduce them then. They're gonna be lonely at the orphanage without him, but... Well, it's not like they'll never see each other again. It's pretty easy to stay in contact in the times we live in now. They're a lot more radiant now than when I was there. I've heard about what happened with you in the past, Van, as well as your memories with Elaine and Rune. But I'm glad I also got to hear about your father, too. Yeah, honestly, I had no idea what I was thinking telling that kid that. But I don't know, maybe I feel like I've come to terms with it more recently. Come to terms with everything that happened after I left the orphanage, I mean. Apparently I was just left at the door to the orphanage right after I was born, with a letter that said, "This child is a demon, we can't raise him," as well as their apologies to the orphanage. But even an ominous child like that, Mr. Arkwright accepted into his orphanage. But after I was saved from the cult, Master used his connections to tell the orphanage that I was okay, apparently. But I never showed my face there, or rather I couldn't. They betrayed me, they sold me off. Even if it was just for a minute, I still thought that at one point, and I couldn't, stand myself for thinking that. But when I was training to be a Spriggan, his death was reported on by a small newspaper in Orashion. I ended up going there for a work trip and investigating, and then I found out that he was always searching for me, even though I never got in contact with him. For a few years, all while managing the orphanage still. He was going to all kinds of places and hitting up anywhere that he thought I could be. Once he found out I was safe, he broke down and fell ill because he was working so hard. Maybe he knew what I was going through, but he never tried to reach out to me. And he took his final breath praying that I'd found a new place where I belonged. A new place you belonged. A long time ago, he actually said this to me. "Ben, you're not a demon or anything like that. There are plenty of people like you that feel as though they don't have a place to belong. And since you know their pain, you can become someone who can, help those people. And that in turn will help you find where you truly belong too." He said that? That could have had something to do with why you thought of 4 SPGs. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say that. I completely forgot about it until I realized he was dead after all. But in the end, I was never able to pay back my dad for those words. I feel I could have at least gone and visited him on his deathbed. I still think that now. Man. Well, it's all over now. Getting all depressed about it isn't part of my style. But at the very least, that kid is probably feeling a bit better about his new family now. So I guess it was worth us going to this effort. Yeah, I think you conveyed your thoughts to him well. And I mean, Van, you must have realized this now as well. That you're allowed to find happiness too, the same as Jean. There are plenty of people who also want that for you.
だからバンさん、大切な人を思うのに後悔なんてしないでください。あなたに幸せになってほしくて、見つけたい場所で笑っていてほしくて。
For you to be happy and to smile in the place that you belong.
お父様は本当にただそれだけを願っていたはずですから。
Your father only wanted that for you.
きっと今も女神の下であなたを見て喜んでくれているはずですから。
I'm sure he's watching you from where the goddess is, and with a smile on his face.
話を聞いたばかりの小娘が何を分かった風にって感じですよね。
I mean, I know this isn't my place to say this since, I just heard this from you now, but...
だけど分かるんです。私も同じですから。
I understand, since I'm the same way.
アークライド先生と同じくらいに。それ以上だって言い張りたいくらいに。
I'm the same as Mr. Arkwright, no. I think I care for you even more than him.
あなたに絶対に幸せになってほしいから。
I just want nothing more than for you to be happy.
たくお前ってやつ。
My god, Van was like tearing up there, I think. Honestly, you.
いや俺ってやつだな。
No, I guess, I'm the troubled one, huh?
そいつは
Not
これ
you.
までお前に散々思い知らされてきたってのに。
Since you guys, especially you, have been telling me this whole time.
本当に情けねえ男だぜ。
I really am pathetic.
それも含めてのバンさんだとも思いますけど。
Well, that's part of what makes you Van, I think.
そんなあなたにたくさんの人が救い上げられて、私も一歩踏み出すことができたんです。
You've helped so many people because of who you are. And it was thanks to you that I managed to take the first step too.
ずっと心から思っています。あなたに会えてよかったって。
So I'll always be happy that I got the chance to meet you.
お互い様だろうが、そんなのは。
You think I don't feel the same way?
つく
Honestly.
づく俺なんかにはもったいねえ。えんつうか。
You really are way too good for me, you know that?
それこそお互い様ですよ。
Well, I feel the same way to that too.
覚悟していてくださいね。これからもどんどん成長するつもりですから。
You better be ready. I'm gonna keep growing even more than like
あ
now.
んなにいい女はめったにいないって。
You won't believe what a great woman I'll turn
あ
into.
の時はもったいないことをしたって。いつかバンさんが思っちゃうくらいには。
To the point where you'll really regret turning me away back there.
ああ、楽しみにしてるぜ。
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it then. After that, they spent a bit of time together and met up with their guys and went back to work. And there it is, boom, because I saw a movie with Anya's, I'm now maxed out. So, hell yeah. Still got a little ways to go with Van though. Oh boy, that was a pretty good one, I like that. But we're not done yet, the fun is only just beginning. I gotta fucking translate this. Like, a mission to retrieve the old god statue. It didn't say goddess, it just said god. But I guess it could be... Oh. The year 90 or 1199 of the Septium calendar. A slightly strange mission came to the armed organization of the belonging to the Septium Church, the Gralritter. The 12 Dominion who command around 1,000 knights for the purpose of retrieving and sealing away artifacts. 2 of the Dominions were sent to do this mission, but despite that, none of the regular knights were allowed to get involved at all. The ones dispatched were the 2nd and the 5th Dominion. One, a young man in his mid-20s, expected to take over as the future, or as the vice chief of the knights. And the other, an 18-year-old boy who was just, inherited his duty.
いやー、なかなか見事なものですね。
Oh man, very impressive.
大崩壊よりも前、精霊信仰の時代の遺物っぽいですが。
It seems to be from a time before the Great Collapse, back when they used to worship
ど
spirits.
んな検査機でも解析できないとは、興味深い。これは興味深いですよ。
But the fact that we can't analyze it no matter what we use, very curious indeed.
また始まった。この手の話になると、この人長くてかなわんわ。
Oh, here he goes again. Whenever he gets going like this, it's difficult to stop
ち
him.
なみにノルドにある巨像ともまた違うみたいですね。
And it seems, you think it's different to the massive statue in, like, the Nord Highlands, don't you?
あっちの方がはるかにでかいけど、中に何かあるわけでもなさそうですし。
I mean, it's way bigger over there, but it doesn't seem like there's anything inside it.
あちらは検査機にかけても特に何かが隠されてはいませんでしたね。
Yeah, even when we put it under analysis, it seemed like there was nothing hidden within it, at least.
何もなさすぎて逆にちょっと怪しいとか思っちゃいましたけど。
Although honestly, it was suspicious how little of anything there was that we found in it.
ちなみに帝国の海と近海の無人島にもあれと同じサイズの巨像がありますよ。
And did you know that there's another statue of the same size on an abandoned island, around the like sea around the
一
empire?
応聞いてますわ。そっちは俺は見てへんですけど。
Yeah, I've heard, although I haven't been there, so I
いず
haven't
れに
seen
せ
it.
よ決定的な違いはあるわけですか。
So I guess that means this is different to both of them,
い
huh?
かなる解析も不可能。アーティファクトと同じという意味で。
It means that it's the same as artifacts in the sense that you can't analyze them.
そう。かといって明らかに古代遺物の定義からは外れている。
True, although I think we can put it in a different category to artifacts.
何らかの役目を果たした。もしくは果たしきれずに朽ち果ててしまった巨人。
A giant that fulfilled his mission, or perhaps failed to and rotted.
そんなロマンなんかを妄想しちゃいますね。
Wouldn't it be cool if it had a backstory like that?
まあよく見たら結構イケてる格好してるかもですね。
Well, yeah, taking a good look at him, he seems to be wearing some pretty cool clothes.
男の子心をくすぐるっちゅうか。いやほんまなんなんやろなこれ。
It really stimulates a young boy's heart. But seriously, what is this thing?
村の信仰対象にもなってそうですけど、そちらはうまく説得できたんですか？
Apparently that village is worshipping this thing, right? But did you manage to persuade them?
ええ。教区長殿にも協力していただいて、丁重に預からせてもらう体裁にしました。
Yes, I also got the parish chief's cooperation. And they said we're okay to take it.
話がわかる方で助かりましたよ。たまに無駄に揉めたりしますからね。
I'm glad he was so understanding. We have been known to get into fights after all.
ですなあ。あちらさんの横やりも勘弁してやって時が結構ありますし。
I know, right? There's sometimes where we just want those guys to like stop butting into our affairs, you know?
それはそれとして、怪しい中時点で回収して封印は正解かもしれへんですね。
But yeah, anyway, since it's so suspicious, I think it was a good call to recover it and seal it away.
こういう諦めの悪い連中に利用されるリスクを減らす意味でも。
Especially since we can lower the risk of it getting used by some guys that don't know when to give up.
下方狩り、それに箱使いだったか。
The heretic hunter and the box user, was it?
我らの腹からを滅ぼしたアダ。今この場で取らせてもらおうか。
We'll avenge our comrades you killed right now.
そして古の心臓を我らが手に女神を否定する力足り得るかも含めて
And then we will take charge of that ancient statue and find out whether it can become a power to deny the goddess or not.
勝手なこと抜かすなや。
If you think you can.
ええ。それじゃあ今回の副任務を果たしちゃいましょうか。
Yes, let's complete our other mission while we're at it too.
DG 教団。去年の殲滅作戦から取りこぼされた残党の後始末をね。
Taking care of the remnants that escaped from last year's operation of the DG
やっ
cult.
てん承知や。
You got it.
やめるな。
Don't underestimate us.
真なる英知の前にひれ伏すがいい。
Bow in the face of true knowledge. Alright, that was that. Wow. I like that they're giving them more voice acting. That's pretty cool. Makes them easier to translate too. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. And next time, we're going to continue the story. So I'll see you guys then.